Welcome to this week's shopping haul. This is a combination of Walmart, mostly Walmart, and then I have some things from Trader Joe's, a couple things from Costco, and a couple things that came from Amazon. So I'll start on this side. I got these green beans at Trader Joe's. I can't give you prices because I don't know them at this point. I apologize. So this is a 1 pound bag and a 12-ounce bag of broccoli florets, which I'm really enjoying making fresh. There's nothing like making fresh green beans and broccoli. This is from Costco. It is a 1.5 pound bag of the mini peppers. I'm enjoying these in my salad a lot lately. Back here I have a box of tofu. It's a 4-pack. This was a very good bargain. It came out to be, I think, $1.50 a pack, if I remember correctly. I think this was, yeah, I think that's how much it was. These I picked up at Costco for Cora. They were $4.97 for this bag, 12 ounces. These are really, really good for anyone who needs gluten-free. They're not vegan because the plant where they're baked also has milk, products that have milk in it. Well, sesame and almonds are in here, but this is the ingredients, if you could see. Really good ingredients. And you get 6 pieces for 60 calories. And these are great to put in hummus or just to crumble on a salad. So yeah, I am enjoying these. And Terry recommended them. Thank you, Terry. So let's go over here. My goodness, I feel a little out of sorts. I got some tahini. This is now from Walmart to use as a fat because I'm not really using the olive oil the way I used to. And then, so that came from Walmart. This came from Costco. My maple syrup. This was $12.99, the same as it is over at BJ's, and it is organic, so it's a good product. Then this I picked up to make for myself for Thanksgiving Day, and also I'm probably just gonna make this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. The reason I'm making this for myself is because it's plain bread. It's not vegan, but it'll work. And also my ex-husband, I'll be cooking for him, and he can't have anything with oils that salt in it. And this does not have salt, but for the salt that it's used to make the bread. Because these are from the bakery at Adams, so it's from fresh bread that they dry down and cut up. Bag of Italian onions. This is going to be used for me and also shared to make soup for my ex-husband. This is also something I picked up, which I will put in a safe place so I don't overeat it. Also to be used as a fat in place of oil. And this was under $4. And I think this was a little more than $5. Filippo Berry olive oil. I'm not getting the big one because I'm not using it as much as I used to. So this was $7.59, I think, for the extra virgin olive oil. Back here I have 4 cans of gravy. This is to be used for Jim on his mashed potatoes, and also we'll use it on the stuffing for Thanksgiving. Here is a family pack of chicken breast. It's a little over 4 pounds, $2.57 a pound, $10.74. So this is what I'll be making 2 big pots of soup with this week. I'll also be using no salt added diced tomatoes in that soup. And I have 4 containers of unsalted chicken stock for that soup as well. Celery will go into the stuffing as well as in the soup. These are green beans for Cora. Then for Jim, I got a family-sized bag of ravioli. This was $7.89, I think. This is a bag of almond flour. I'm going to be using some almond flour in a recipe. And this was $6 and change. And it's a 2 pound bag. Then we have some grape tomatoes. Deb B, if you're watching and you like chocolate, you need to get this coffee from Walmart. So this is 12 Keurig, and I'm just trying to think, $4.92 I think for this, for 12 pods. Back here we have some mashed potatoes. This is just potatoes, by the way. There's nothing added to it, and I find myself using this. Jim likes this. I make this for him. But I'm finding in a pinch that this works. You can make potato balls and just put them in the air fryer. So it works for me as well. Raisin bread for Jim. I think this was $3.79. And it is the 16.6 ounce box. Then we have some matchstick carrots for my salads, cranberries. I'm going to make homemade cranberry sauce for the family. And then mushrooms is also for Thanksgiving Day. Back here, this is from Costco, Snapdragon Monster Crunch apples. I absolutely love these, even more than I love Cosmic Crisp now. They definitely have an undertone of vanilla. And then moving on to my teas. These teas I got from Amazon. Hibiscus tea. Dr. Greger loves that he suggests strongly that people drink this. It's got medicinal properties. I will have to look it up because I don't remember what. And then the chamomile lavender is nice to have at night. It helps you to relax. Well, I guess it promotes heart health, but I think there's more to it than that. So I'll let you know when I find out. And if I find out, I'll plug it in here, in fact. Back here I have something. These go on ball jars, and I have two of them that I got. They go on the mason jars. They're called bean screens, and you put them on their side, and you get sprouts. So I bought these broccoli seed to sprout seeds off of Amazon, and I'm going to make my own instead of buying it for my salads or whatever I want to put it with. So that does it for this week's shop. The other part of the shop I'm going to pick up tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get to put it in a video for you, and that will be what I get at BJ's. Please excuse the mess. This came very late, and I did want to make a video, so I had to make some choices. Okay, BJ's coming up. I forgot to mention these cleaning products that I got also from Walmart. So this is low splash lavender scented bleach. I don't like to use bleach, but sometimes I need to use it in the laundry, and also sometimes I need to use it for cleaning. $2.98 for this, and it is 1.34 quarts. I also don't use a lot of this, but when you need glass cleaner, you need it. And this one was $3.89. And then this is something I hardly ever use. But again, when you need what you need, you have to use it. I don't like any of these products. They're very caustic, and they're not good for the animals. They're not good for humans either. But when you need it, like I said, sparingly. 2 quarts for $5.79. And this is Pet Fresh that I do use. We use the Breeze system, B-R-E-E-Z-E, for our cats. And they have like diaper pads in the bottom, and they have these pebbles on top. So sometimes I just like to put this on top of the diaper pads. I don't know, it's just, or sometimes I'll even put this in the garbage can, the recycling and the kitchen garbage, just to give it a nice scent. So that was $3.79 for that. And that is 30 ounces. That lasts me a long, long time. And then back here, I forgot to mention this only because this is a decent product. I got this at Trader Joe's. They're very small, and I usually break them in half because we don't like to give Cora a lot of treats. It's not good for them to have a lot of treats, the fur babies. Anyway, I'll show you the ingredients. Chickpeas, peanut butter. I don't like the palm oil. Cane molasses, coconut, bananas. I'm not thrilled with the sunflower oil. It's tapioca, but overall, if you're going to buy something over the counter that's not the dried beef, which is really the healthiest one, I didn't think this was so bad in terms of ingredients. And it wasn't a lot. It was $2.99 for this box. So yeah, that does it for Walmart. This is what we have from BJ's for this week. I'll start on this side. Please excuse Ruby Oreo Cookie in the background. When I'm in the kitchen, she always begs for food, and I assure you she is well fed. On that note, I got some cashews because there are some recipes that call for cashews for like sauces and things. So, and they call for raw cashews. So this is 20 ounces. It was $9.99. These are for James. This is a 3-pound bag. It was $15.99. $1.50 off for $14.49. These are for me or whoever wants to eat them. These seem to be the most recommended nut to eat in the vegan, whole food, plant-based world, from my knowledge anyway. So I enjoy them, so I got myself a bag of these. What I want to do with these, this is a 2-pound bag for $9.49. I also picked up some basil, which was very expensive. This is only 2 ounces for $3.99, but it does look beautiful. There'll be no waste. I'm going to make myself some walnut pesto. I want to try it, and either you could either spread it on toast, maybe with some hummus, or eat it with garbanzo bean or chickpea bean pasta. So I'm going to give that a try. Here we have some butter russet gourmet potatoes, 5 pounds for $2.99. And then I have 2 more plantains. I usually make 2 every other week. These have to ripen up, 60 cents a piece. Back here we have 2 pounds of broccoli florets for $4.29. Here we have 2 pounds of green beans for $4.99. We'll have this for Thanksgiving and whatever. I've been making those regularly now for myself anyway. And then I have this 1 pound, 14 ounce container of hummus for $5.49. I also have been enjoying this. Here we have my usual organic spring mix. This is 16 ounces for $4.29. BJ's has the best price on this, and it's always fresh, and I really enjoy what's in here. I don't like it when they mix other things in with the organic mix, like lots of spinach. I really just enjoy the very tender lettuces that are in here. Here we have some Medjool dates, $9.99, and this is 2-pound container. 4 pounds of raisins. This is $10.99 with a $2 off coupon. This was $8.99. That's what I paid for it. Then we have some ibuprofen, 500 tablets for $8.99. Here's some canned chicken. There's 6 cans here for $13.49. This basically I keep on hand for little kitten. And Jim also will eat this in a salad. This is for Jim. His usual ragu. They only had chunky. He's not going to really be happy, but I'll blend it in the blender before I serve it. So it'll be fine, I'm sure. $8.99 less $1.50 coupon. Three jars for $7.49. And then these are some things I got on Amazon. This is vegan omega-3 for days that I don't feel like eating nuts and seeds. This is very important to either have the nuts and seeds every day or the substitute, which is this. This came highly recommended through the Amazon website. You have to have that because you're not eating the things that, like fish, that you would get that from. This is something else that I've been taking for years. It is very good for a detox of the liver to take it regularly, and it has antioxidants. And this is a vegan formula one that I got now. And then I got the sublingual oral B12 spray. This is much better than the one that's in tablet form, and it's 1 spray a day, I think. And this was, I think, $12.99, and I think it's good for the month. And then I got some more chickpea flour. I use this either to make myself faux omelets or when I coat my tofu before I air fry it. I use some of this with the nooch. And so everything you see here minus what I got from Amazon, it came to $73.21, and I believe that does it for my shopping for this week. So this was BJ's.